Best monthly paying dividend ETF. If you search this and you're looking for the best monthly paying dividend ETF, you cut through all the ads and then you get to 8 ETFs that pay dividends each month. 8. 7 of the best high dividend ETFs. 7 best dividend ETFs to buy now. 12 best monthly dividend stocks and funds for the rest of 2022. How about I cut straight to the chase and show you the best monthly paying dividend ETF? Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Ty, and I appreciate you guys coming to check me out on my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe so you can come back and see me. And make sure you guys hit that like button because it really helps me out. Alright, right now we're on Dividend Watch. Dividend Watch is a portfolio tracker that you guys can check out in the comment section and in the description of this video. I use Dividend Watch to track my portfolio. You can even sync your accounts if it's with one of the approved brokers to Dividend Watch. And right now I have my account synced to Dividend Watch, and you guys can see I earn a decent amount of dividends annually from my account, from my portfolio. All right, so if we go to dividends on Dividend Watch, you can check how much you would be receiving monthly. And as you guys know, most companies pay dividends quarterly. So that's why you can see for June, I'm only going to get $16.98. But here comes July, and I'm going to earn $63.72 from my portfolio. And then you guys can see the number goes down. And then in October, I get another big chunk. January, I get another big chunk. This is fine and dandy, but some people want to receive passive income, for everyday expenses from dividend investing. And those type of people, that have a big chunk of change or that are looking for somewhere to place their retirement money so they can earn income monthly, so they can get their monthly check. They would be looking for dividend payouts that are monthly. All right, so with that being said, you can check out monthly paying dividend stocks, or to be a little more on the safe side, they can invest into a monthly paying dividend ETF. And that's why I Googled best monthly paying dividend ETF. And with a dividend ETF, of course, you will have a little more safety because it's an ETF opposed to just one stock. Some people don't want to rely just on one company to have their dividends coming in, especially if you're in your retirement. Some people like to spread it out over different companies and things like that, because if that company falters, there goes your dividend payment. So a lot of people choose to invest in a monthly paying dividend ETF. And of course, an ETF is a basket of stocks, so not just reliant on one. And I noticed that once you search, man, it's a lot of fog in the air. You see 8 ETFs that pay dividends each month, so you gotta go through and choose which is the best 8. And this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, please seek out one. And if you need help choosing the best stocks, hey, check out the Motley Fool. Right now it's only $79 a year, and it's a limited time offer, and that's 60% off. Of course, if you check it out, I will get a commission off of it because I am an affiliate of the Motley Food. But it's a good place to, check out what's the best stock picks. So again, I'm not a financial advisor, but there are tools that I can show you that can help you out. But as I was saying, if you were looking for the best monthly paying dividend ETF, you got to weed through a lot of different, smoke. You're going to see 8 different ETFs, 7 best high paying ETFs, 7 best ETFs, 12 monthly stocks, 5 monthly ETFs. There's a lot of people, that's going to give you a lot of options and things like that. I was about to do a video just like that because I see all of this, best ETFs to buy now, 7 best high dividend ETFs. I see all this and I was like, okay, I'm going to make a video on that. But man, I wasn't liking what I was seeing. Like a lot of the ETFs that everyone was recommending, even, Investopedia, they had one negative thing that I really didn't like. And I want to show you what this ETF that I did choose to bring to you guys today, why it shines. And that ETF is ticker symbol PEY, Invesco High Yield Equity Dividend Achiever ETF. And I chose this ETF because of what they track and the companies they pick. So I'm going to hit see more. And right now I'm on Robinhood. It's also a link to Robinhood in the comments and description. About Invesco High Yield Equity Dividend Achiever ETF, PEY tracks a yield-weighted index of U.S. companies that have increased their annual dividends for at least 10 consecutive years. The listed name for PEY is Invesco Exchange Traded Fund Trust, Invesco High Yield Equity Dividend Achievers ETF. So this ETF only picks companies that have 10 consecutive years of increasing their annual dividends. So they are not aristocrat companies, but they're companies that are on the way to become aristocrats. And of course, probably some aristocrats thrown in there too. So when we check what's in the fund, we can go to the top companies. And you see big names like Altria. You guys know who Altria is. If not, Altria operates a holding company which engages in the manufacture and sale of cigarettes in the United States. Northwest Bank, it already is a bank. You can kind of tell what that is. Verizon, you guys don't know, everybody should know, but Verizon is a communication company and, cell service provider. Health Services Group. IBM is an information technology company. Universal Holdings is a business-to-business Argo product supplier to customer product manufacturer that sources and processes leaf tobacco plant-based ingredients. Philip Morris, another tobacco company, and it's a lot of tobacco companies, right? But they pay the best dividends. Mercury Insurance operates as a broker and agency writer of automobile insurance. Walgreens engages in the provision of drug store services. And Kennedy Wilson engages in the ownership, operation, development, and investment in real estate properties. So that's the top 10 holdings. So you guys can hear they are companies that pay decent dividends, So PEY, Invesco high yield equity dividend achiever ETF is, the ETF of choice, and they pay monthly. So now let's switch to dividend watch. You guys can see over the 5 years, they have had a little steady growth. That's good. But what's really important when we're talking about, a dividend ETF for passive income is the dividend payout. And let's check that out real quick. So now I'm back on Dividend Watch, and you guys can see it has a dividend yield of 3.92, and some people might think that's a bit low. It all depends on what you want. You can pick a monthly paying dividend ETF that is a little better on the yield if you would like. But in a lot of the companies that were on some of those lists that I was showing you guys on Google, they do pay maybe a little more, but none of them. I looked at all of them because again, I was gonna do a decent video, and I was gonna do the same thing, go through about 5 different dividend ETFs, but something that stuck out, I was like, oh no. All of them don't consistently increase their dividends. So when you talk about a company or a stock that you plan on receiving passive monthly income that you might want to use, you would want to make sure that that company or that dividend ETF, that monthly paying dividend ETF, consistently pays out a dividend and it's consistent, like it's the same, around the same amount. You would want that. A lot of those companies or a lot of those dividend ETFs did not consistently pay out. But when you look at Invesco High Yield Equity Dividend Achiever ETF, you can see it consistently has been increasing its dividend. You see it in 2019, it increased. 2020, it increased. 2021, it increased. And it's on track to increase in 2022. You guys can see the growth is there, and that's going to probably consistently keep happening because the type of companies it invests in. It invests in dividend aristocrats and companies that are on the way to become dividend aristocrats. So your dividend income is safe. It's safe. It's one of the safest passive income dividend ETFs I found. And you guys should see my notebook. I went through like 20 different dividend ETFs before I came to the conclusion. Yeah, for me, if it was me, I want to make sure my dividend is coming in. So I wouldn't, I would go with PEY. And again, this isn't financial advice. It's just how I see it. They are the best monthly paying dividend ETF because of their consistency. You wouldn't have to worry because of the companies that they are investing in are companies that are not going to fall off because they're aristocrats and they want to keep that title. They're companies that have been consistently paying dividends and increasing their dividend payout to the shareholders. So I think this company is excellent, perfect for passive income. And of course, you guys want to know how much in passive income you could receive from owning shares of PEY. And right now I put in that we were going to spend $10,000 in PEY. And with that, you will get an annual dividend income of $404 a year. And if you look at the 5-year track, you would be receiving a total of $3,140 for holding it for 5 years. And by 2027, you would have an annual dividend income of $720. So that's why I think PEY is the best monthly paying dividend ETF. So check it out. I appreciate y'all checking me out. Peace.